So Stephen Harper has delivered the budget, or has he? He has told us some things that he plans to spend our money on, but he's not telling us what he plans to cut. He wants to cut the deficit. So, all right, I guess that means government programs are going to be cut, jobs are going to be cut. Okay, which ones? Are services such as Canada Post going to be privatized? Again, which ones? When is this going to be? I guess it's not our business to know. See, Stephen Harper has a majority now. He no longer has to strategize against a political enemy. His enemy now is the public, a public that generally dislikes him and many people fear him. So now he has to speak gently and softly and doesn't want to tell us everything. It's not our business to know what's going on in Libya. It's not our business to know the details of what's going on with the US-Canada border deal, the North American perimeter. Not our concern. And for all these budget cuts to balance the deficit, well, not our business. Not our business to know how that money is going to be made up. What about the economy? The people suffering? Oh well, same old, same old. No changes, nothing to address the problems here in this country, nothing at all. Harper doesn't give a crap about you or me. Of course not. The only thing interesting that happened at the throne speech was, of course, a young page who had a sign on her saying, "Stop Stephen Harper." And of course she was scored in. It's very inappropriate, and even Jack Layton thought that was inappropriate. And you'll notice all the reporters speak of that with a condescending tone. And when they interview her, they speak in a condescending tone. They kept pointing out how she lost her job, and yeah, I think that was the idea. I think she kind of knew that. Obviously, it's a very strict job being a page. There's not a lot you can say and do politically at all. Obviously, she knew that. People are willing to go and suffer and even die in war to fight for freedoms and things they believe in. Sacrificing a job is not childish or stupid, but that's how these mainstream media people try to make it out to be. In doing so, they reveal themselves as being nothing more than establishment puppets working damage patrol. Many of us know this by now, but there's still people who don't quite get it. Congratulations to you reporters working this obvious propaganda. You're just making yourselves look worse and worse. The Canadian people admire people like that young lady. We admire that. The whole establishment is so out of touch. Oh yes, war with Libya, more wars to come, and how's that going to help with the deficit? You know, we have income tax. In the first place, we got income tax because of World War I. Feeding the military-industrial complex, making the rich richer and the poor poorer, which is what it all comes down to. Because, after all, the budget is not such a big issue necessarily. What's in the budget? What isn't in the budget? The deficit. Not huge matters of concern, really, because when you're borrowing money from the bankers at interest, there can only be debt anyway. The way to get out of it, the way to strengthen our economy in a country that has a lot of natural resources and is not grossly overpopulated like a lot of countries, is simply to allow the government to print its own money. Whoever prints money controls the economy. Let the government do this. Let the government work for the people again. Obviously, that's not going to happen on their side of it. That's why, as this young page has said, we need to oppose, we need to create a civil resistance, civil disobedience, as she put it, against the government. Because it's a criminal government. It's not working in the interests of you or me. They just want to continue to destroy our economy, build more prisons, even though crime rate's going down. And how does that make sense, by the way? Unless he plans to privatize prisons, as in the U.S. And you know in the United States, 1 out of every 100 people are in prison right now because there's so much money to be made off of it. This is why he doesn't tell us what he plans to do. We can only guess. I don't know about you, but I don't plan to sit around guessing what he's up to. We need to talk action. We need to oppose this government and demand answers. to what they're not telling us. Don't let Harper's calm and gentle tone convince you that everything's calm and good. Don't forget what he is. Don't forget what he does. Don't forget that it's all about making the rich richer and the poor poorer.